Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it.
Challenger Superstore is a familiar brand to many Singaporeans. Whether you're a family man looking for a flat screen TV for your living room, or a photography enthusiast searching for specialty lenses, chances are you have shopped at Challenger. The company was started 28 years ago in a small 400 square feet unit in Sim Lim Tower. Today, the Singaporean retail chain boasts 25 stores in 18 locations in Singapore. So here am I at Challenger Superstore, a name which is synonymous with the IT buying crowd in Singapore. And for the first time, the store will be open for 24 hours. Not only that, today I speak to their CEO, Mr. Lu, to find out what is the secret behind the success of Challenger. Mr. Lu Leong Tai, who turns 57 years old in May, is the CEO and founder of the IT retail chain. He started Challenger in 1982 when he was 28 years old.
Yeah, the earliest store is Sim Lim Tower. So we started a 400 square feet store at the basement of Sim Lim Tower.
Yeah.
I think it's about the size of a 3-room flat.
It's not a 3-room flat. Yeah.
Oh, we start with only a 2-man's team.
You and...
one of my staff that runs it. So. And then gradually, of course, we keep expanding it. Until today, we got more than 500 staff.
So how was it like, having just a 2-man team working in a 20 by 20 feet basement outlet?
I think in the early days, there's no... you don't talk about hours of work. You probably stretch to the middle of the night sometimes if you need to finish your work.
What provided the drive at that point of time?
I think this is all in the kind of mindset that if you want to do something good, you have to stay focused and work very hard on it to make it successful.
The Challenger of the 1980s were totally different from the ones many Singaporeans know today.
Early days, we only have very few range of products only. The range of products are pretty small. And most of the product are IT product are DIY.
So it's more of like hobbies?
Yeah, more for hobbies and people that are actually interested to put in their own, to set up, I think, their own computer system, you know. And most of them are using it for play rather than for work.
How do you increase your own knowledge when it comes to these products? I mean, IT moves at a very fast pace.
Yes.
Even back in those days. So, how do you arm yourself with the knowledge?
You got a hands-on on it, you see. Because you got to build your own computer, you got to solder every component of it, fix up together with all the necessary peripherals, and make it work. When I was in this computer business, to be honest, I'm only an electronic engineer, so I knew nothing much about computer at all.
So what was the thing that made you decide?
So I got to start, I think, learning from scratch.
It wasn't just Mr. Lu's passion which drove him to develop his business. Mr. Lu said that the government played a big role in encouraging Challenger's growth in its early days, where the government was actively encouraging IT-based companies.
Well, I think the government in the early 80s, I think the National Computer Board do have the kind of initiative set up by the government to do a computerization program. So I think that's where it all started. So I guess it's following the government footsteps is always not wrong.
So what challenges did Challenger face when it was a fresh-faced startup?
In the early day, of course, when any new startup, the most important thing is still finance. You need money and money and money, in order that you can really run a business. So we have overcome these problems. I think in the early day, we do make some money to really expand. We expand into multiple small store formats in different parts of inside the town site.
28 years and 26 stores in Singapore and Malaysia later, Mr. Lu has ambitions to open up more Challenger outlets, with new outlets in Ang Mo Kio Hub and Clementi Mall opening very soon.